Hey guys, what is up? It's Dusty here, and welcome back to another crypto video, and today a little bit of a special edition. We're gonna be talking about some of your favorite altcoins that you put in the comment section down below, and if you want another video like this, or you want me to talk about a specific altcoin that you like or hold, put it down below in the comment section, and by doing that you're also automatically entering our $100 crypto giveaway that we do once a video hits 1,500 likes within 24 hours. As all you have to do for those is make sure you press the like button, make sure you are subscribed, and make sure you comment something down below. And I try to make these updates for you guys, so make sure you press the like button regardless. Having said that, Cosmos Atom enhances interoperability with inter-blockchain communication IBC Protocol rollout. Now, I've actually been an Atom holder for not too long, to be completely honest. It is mostly because I noticed the staking was immaculate, was just amazing, that I decided to switch over and actually get into it. However, IBC white paper was actually released all the way back in 2016, so this was actually going on for a very long while. However, the Cosmos founders that launched it was not until 2019 that the mainnet was actually launched. In 2020, the Atom's native blockchain launched another incentivized testnet for IBC dubbed Game of Zones, which stress tested the IBC module pre-launch and distributed over 100,000 atoms in rewards to dozens of validators. Stargate, the last phase of IBC, which completed the original roadmap laid out in the Cosmos white paper, was then launched in February 2021. Speaking on the impact IBC would have on the blockchain space, the lead developer of the IBC protocol, Christopher Goose, said, IBC will create an ecosystem of politically independent chains that can interact via trade and information exchange. Knitting together many different blockchains can form a new crypto economic system, and I think it is really interesting. More than 1,500 Cosmos validators and delegates support the launch, and I think it's going to be really cool. You also might ask yourself, what is the impact of IBC in the DeFi sector? But I think you're going to have to kind of read into that for yourself a little bit, as there are so many different sides that can take this story. Let's just quickly read the start, though, to give you guys a little bit of an idea. IBC's launch greatly expands the realm of possibilities for blockchain applications, as IBC will be used to transfer both fungible cross-chain payments and non-fungible tokens, NFTs, between chains. This will see the subsequent rise of interchain token exchange and NFT marketplaces. The launch of IBC is a big deal, especially in the decentralized finance sector, as it could open up opportunities by allowing tokens to zip between chains. A product on an application-specific blockchain could use an asset from a completely different chain, and the initial version allows users to kick off token transfers between various chains only on the Cosmos Hub, the central blockchain that connects all other Cosmos blockchain or zones. Now, for the first time, Cosmos has achieved actual cross-chain token transfers, and I think it is really interesting. It's really odd because of how elaborate it can actually get, but it's really, really freaking interesting. And Cosmos has also announced its plans to add a Gravity DEX, decentralized exchange. Pretty damn cool. Having said that, XDC. You guys are going crazy in the comments section about XDC. XDC this, XinFin that, talk blah, blah, blah. I actually decided to buy some a couple of weeks ago, as I announced over on Twitter. And a little fun fact, I also now have a Patreon where I'm sharing all my holdings, right? Or all my crypto holds. A link will be down below. It's just a Patreon where I have some cool updates, tips, and cool stuff. Just go check it out if you're interested in staking, making passive income with crypto. I made a guide on that, or my portfolio. It's all on there. Also, I have some spreadsheets on there, which I think might be interesting. XinFin's XDC now bridges R3's Corda and public blockchains. Here's the details. XinFin's XDC tokens now bridge enterprise blockchain system Corda by R3 and publicly available blockchains. Is it really a big update? Debatably. I think it's one of the bigger things for XDC, but in the end of things, it's not really a big thing as it's not really unique. However, Corda, an enterprise blockchain by cryptocurrency veteran R3, has established a decentralized bridge to public blockchains. For this purpose, it will use XinFin's Ethereum-based token XDC. XinFin becomes settlement coin for Corda. It's really, I guess from a different perspective, it's really interesting. I wanted to say it's not unique, but that's mostly because R3 works in the crypto space already. Corda is not really unique either. However, I guess this bridge is something I really haven't heard too much of before, so I guess that's a really nice thing. According to a press release shared with you today, Corda blockchain now has a reliable interoperability bridge to private blockchains. XDC Coin, a core natively utility asset of Exchange Infinite, XINFIN, can now be used inside Corda as a settlement asset, and that part was actually the huge part. So the first, I thought it was kind of, okay, but this part is really amazing because the coin on its own can actually be used, and that's not something which you see happen very often with these partnerships. Usually, it's just some part of the protocol or something like that, but in this case, the coin specifically is also being used, and that is good. At the same time, XDC exists on top of Ethereum, thus this release is a huge milestone in terms of interoperability for the Corda blockchain. Well, I mean, things built on Ethereum are kind of already a little bit mediocre in my opinion, yet I guess it's okay, as, XDC on its own is looking good. And also, by the way, just keep watching. This instrument is implemented by a team of former Royal Bank of Scotland officers, Lab 577. Its director Richard Crook stresses that the Corda Ethereum bridge is a paramount importance for cross-blockchain interactions. Quote, "What you should see here is the age-old challenge of interoperability being solved," end quote. Earlier, R3's Corda blockchain experimented with its own asset, Corda Coin, as well as with the XRP token, but I guess I should assume now that that is over, or something like that. Not exactly sure about that, but maybe the XRP integration is done for? Let me know what you think down below. And then Holo, hot. You guys all know I'm a holder. I made a video about Holo yesterday too, explaining how much money we actually made on this one. Once we're not trying to brag, but just a little funny thing. Holo price spikes following US patent approval. Hot token prices surged 2,000% since the beginning of February 2021. 2,000%! That is insane! Spike possibly linked to successful patent filing. Holo assured users that the patent does not detract from open source agenda. So, of course, when any should I call it a company, whatever, when anything like this starts patenting things, you might think, okay, so open source is off limits because they're going for the patented style. They're going for everything is for us type of style. However, they have assured us that's not the case, and we're all assuming that their connection to this patent might be what's really popping off for them and what gives it the edge. The approval of the United States patent for Holo's RRDHT could be the reason behind the price surge. I think so. RRDHT is a peer-to-peer networking design implemented on the open source framework Holochain, and this is the company's framework for developing decentralized apps that doesn't require blockchain technology, which is really a strange concept. The patented design describes a system of nodes communicating according to a relaxed, agent-centric distributed hash table. It is an easier way to represent complex distributed data models. It focuses on methods for saving, storing, and retrieving data in a multi-node computing system where no single node has a comprehensive index of nodes or content managed by these nodes. Is it a little bit more difficult than it needs to be, the wording? Yes, it's really not that hard. Holo filed the patent to ensure it owns this technology, despite being an open source project. Quote, "Patents protect how innovation can be used. In our case, this patent is intended to protect the Holochain open source project from trolls who could file patents on our technical innovation and then use them to prevent us from implementing it," says Van Lindenberg, the IP, intellectual property attorney involved in writing the patent application. The nonprofit assures users that it still intends to share this technology openly within the context of its open source framework. And the good part about this is, even though it's patented, as I just explained, they're only patenting this newer technology and newer system so that nobody else can patent it and make sure they cannot do it, which is a really interesting concept. In the end, though, I think if anybody else wanted to use it or access it, it's all open because it's still all built on top of Holochain, and I don't think they're the most difficult with all of that. Of course, they might still be into making money, so you might have to pay for something like that. I don't really know. However, I think most things you can actually still just utilize if you're building things on top of Holo chain if you really wanted to. And point just being, is just against, I would say, scams and the trolls. Yeah, it sounds like a logical reason to patent something. So I would give them a thumbs up for that. But it's a really interesting innovation, though. So yeah, it's pretty logical that the price is going up and why it's still trending upwards. Then, why Cardano has the potential to become the biggest smart contract blockchain. I didn't even want to include Cardano into this video, but I just saw the title, I just saw the article, I was like, I should maybe give a little sentence about Cardano here, left and right, because I am really excited about them, and people seem to forget that even though Cardano is slower in doing things, I've explained that thousands of times before, they are a project that really fixes stuff. They are a project that really goes for really thinks of something and then goes for it. And even though it might take a long time, they know their capabilities, they know how good they are, and they know they will get there eventually. So they're on a track. And even though, once more, they're not the quickest to do it, they will get there. And so, if the question is, will they be the greatest, biggest, blah, 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 I really think they have a lot of potential to be that. However, not within the next month, not within the next week, not within the next couple of days, no. They're a project which needs longevity, but that's what they're there for longevity, for the longer term, for greatness. And hence, if you're asking if they can be the biggest in their sector, I definitely will believe they have a very good chance, as they're right now in, the top two, right? You have Ethereum as number one, basically. Cardano, in my opinion, is number two. You might say BNB, the Binance Smart Chain, is in the middle too. Yeah, might be. But I would say Cardano and Ethereum are going to have a big competition going on. And eventually, Cardano might really win. It might definitely be so. It wouldn't really surprise me. Having said that, make sure you press the like button if you enjoyed this episode. And once more, put down below in the comment section what coin you'd like me to cover next. And I'll get into it. So yeah, just put it down below so you guys get in another crypto update.